As usual, we have to create our business to make it future-proof. To do that, we need to understand how to stay on top of things in order for the business to keep going. If you want that, you need to understand the new tools and how this new technology is moving in order for you not to be obsolete and companies replacing you super fast and super simple. So in this video, I will tell you what you need to do, and I will show you specifically how you can build a GPT, a chatbot, call it as you want, not with Stack AI, not with VoiceFlow, not with BotPress, but with Zapier, because Zapier introduced a new thing where you can actually build GPTs or ChatGPT or chatbots, you can call it again as you want. I will show you briefly how you can do it on OpenAI as well. By now, I already know how to do that, but I will show you exactly what you need to do, and I will tell you at the end of the video what you need to do in order for you to be in business even in 5 years from now, because this world of AI is moving fast and is moving in a specific direction, and keep building chatbots just for the sake of doing that will not make your business future-proof. But let me show you. So what I did here, I created my chatbot in OpenAI with GPT. So as you know, you can go here, you can build your own chatbot. So you can go and create, and with natural language, you can tell OpenAI, so in this case GPT, what you want to build. And on the next tab here, on configure, you can actually create a name, the description, instructions. The reason why I'm showing you this is because you will need a base to then go into Zapier. I will show you how to do that in a sec to provide the instructions that you see over here. Because if you do it here by telling the AI what you want to do, then you already have these instructions, and you can get from here and bring it into the Zapier. So this is just the one that I created. It's called Market Value Advisor. This is for me, for one of the businesses that I have. I'm in e-commerce, so sometimes we need to sell assets to customers. So what I need to provide an information to a customer. So the customer tells me my product is worth this is my margin, this is the market, and based on information, the other information the customer provides, I will give a market evaluation for the product for him to sell the product or sell the company as well. So this is one of the businesses that this is why I built this GPT. The image was created with ChatGPT. Everything was created within OpenAI. No other tools were needed. But today I want to show you this tool that is here. This is in beta, and it's called, on Zapier, it's called interfaces. As you can see here, this is in beta. So what you can do here, you can create pages, you can create interfaces, as they call them. And the really interesting thing here, so now I started to build the same one that I want to show you today, same as this one. Once you start creating one, you can click on create, and you start building your own chatbot. In this case, you go in interfaces and you start clicking on create, and then you will see the screen here. If you click here, you will see on the right side the information that you can modify for your specific use case. So you have the content, you have the data, you have the actions, and then you have the embed. So this is the script that you will use to embed the code in your website. So as you can see here, by now, we don't need any other tool to be our chatbot, because what you can do is actually create it from here in Zapier, set up automations or actions in this case, and you can actually embed it into a website as well. So there's no need in this case to go and use other third-party software. And the one thing that I want to tell you is Zapier is a partner of OpenAI. They showcased some use cases of Zapier on the presentation. This means that if they are doing partnership in the future, this tool will be implemented. And if we are using third-party software, like let's say BotPress, VoiceFlow, those are fine for now, but in the future, I'm not sure if this is the case. But let me explain how this thing works. So you know how to do it yourself. It's super easy. You don't need any experience in coding, in anything. There's no code here. Everything is no code. So one thing you want to do here is start creating information about your chatbot. So in this case, I called it Ecom Evaluator. Then the prompt, as you can see here, this is the beginning. It says, let's sell some assets. Then, you can decide the greeting, you can do static, generated, and, this is up to you. So these are not just super important. The important part goes down here, because you have to connect your OpenAI account, so with your company. And if you want to use GPT-4, you need to go into the paid plan. I believe it's $20 a month. So you can choose GPT-4. And I recommend you to do that, so a better version, of course, of GPT. If you don't want to pay for it, you can still use it for free. you will have the Zapier watermark in the chatbot. I will show you how it is in a minute. But if you don't pay for it, you can only choose GPT 3.5 and you will not be able to use other features within this tool. For now, if you want to just play with it, just don't pay, start to understand how it works. And then if there are specific tools that you need, you can do that afterwards. So this is the information for the backend. So what is this bot powered with? In this case, OpenAI GPT-4. But one thing you need to do is the direction or instruction that you have here on GPT. That's why I told you, do it here first, that you can build it with 3 words. You can have a more complex instruction that you can then get from here and go and paste over here. So this is the instruction to the chatbot. So telling the chatbot what it is and what it's doing, so it knows it specifically what it needs to do. So by now you have more or less created your own chatbot. So you give it a name, what it is, what it does, you connect it with OpenAI, and from now you actually just can start using it. But if you want to go a step further, you can actually do that by clicking here on data, and you can add your own database. So let's say you're building this chatbot for an e-commerce. So you want to upload your inventory in here. And you maybe have a customer that has an e-commerce, you want to build it for a customer. So if you have your database on Shopify, if you have a database in WordPress with WooCommerce, whatever, that is up to you. You can actually download the CSV or a PDF or the text as well and upload it here. The only downside of this one is that you, for now, since again this thing is in beta, the max size of the file is 1 megabyte. I know it's not that much, but if you just copy paste the text, doesn't need to look pretty, just need to have text with the information, then the AI knows how to organize everything. You can do that as well. Then you have the actions. Here, I didn't do anything for now because for now, this is not something that needs actions, but just know you can do that and trigger actions within the bot as well. And the actions are the actions that you have set up in your Zapier account. So if you have a Zapier account with specific actions, you don't need to do API calls. You don't need to do anything specific. You just have everything built in here in Zapier, and you can trigger actions as well. And at the end, of course, as I was telling you before, you have the embed button over here, so you can embed the chatbot into the website. So this is the overall structure of the bot. I will add two more things here so you know how to build it. On the left side, as you can see here, you have the page options, so you can decide specifically information for the pages. You can go here and add specific sections. So you have pre-built sections that you can add here as you're building like a website. So now I just add the same exact thing. Let me just remove this, delete component. So let's say you want to have a form here to get, I'll create this, so you can have the person leaving the email, or coming soon, this is actually something super interesting, you can have the payment checkout here as well. So again, imagine you have this build, let's say on an e-commerce, you can have the chatbot recommending products, and at the end you have the payment as well, so the customer can actually create a payment as well. Again, this is in beta, but it's super interesting. I keep seeing people making videos on Stack AI, on VoiceFlow, on BotPress. It's fine. You can keep using this tool. But as I was telling you 2 months ago related to the marketplace, and now we have it, I'm pretty sure in the future you won't need those tools anymore. So be an expert in those tools. It's just not something you want to waste your time. I mean, keep being updated, but don't make that as your main business. Just keep learning, keep improving, and keep changing whatever needs to be changed in order to keep your company afloat. So this is pretty much it. So I just want to show you one last thing before we go. So let's say you just completed everything and you want to see how it looks like. You go here and share. Let's just get the link here, and this is how it looks like. So you can interact with it, you can test it and see how it works. As you can see here, I have built on Zapier, but if you're on the paid plan, you can go on here. First thing you can do is go on embed and restrict domains. So if you don't want people to reuse it with anyone with the link, you can just restrict this specific chatbot to a specific domain. So the only people that are able to use it are on a specific domain. Another thing you can do is if you go here in settings, if you have the paid plan, you can hide the build on Zapier features. So from here you can decide the name, who has the access to the bot. This is the team. You can actually create a team by giving information. Say, I want the team to look like this, and the AI creates the colors of the team based on the information you provided. And here under branding, you can remove the display build on Zapier label. So if you have the free plan, you don't see this and you won't be able to remove it. But if you pay, again, $20 a month, you'll be able to do this, add other information, such as, again, connected to OpenAI using GPT-4. So as you can see here, in less than a week, we have a new tool that we can use. I mean, this, I think, has been out for a while now. Not for that long, for what I recall, but this is something you should be aware of. If you want to create a company, AI automation company, based only on building chatbots and using voice flow or bot press or whatever, you are not creating a future-proof company. Again, yes, you need to be updated. So if now that is something you want to do, do it. In the future, the way to make money, so the way to keep your company up and running, will be being an expert on how to make companies work. Yes, so the future of this entire thing will be you being an expert and be a sort of consultant for a business to say, hey, let me understand how you run things and let me start creating tools for you for your specific needs using OpenAI, using Zapier in this case. And again, in the future, the coding aspect will be something that you will use less and less and less. So start being someone who set up tools for customers. And maybe you're asking yourself, okay, so if I just do this, I will have just customers doing one-time payment, and now can I have a retainer with customers, so I have monthly payments. In that case, let's say you build an assistant or you build a GPT for a business, you can sell the service saying, hey, you don't have to pay for the OpenAI account. You don't have to set up the OpenAI account. I am doing it for you. I'm just keeping the tool working. I'm updating the tool every single time you need it. I'm doing customer service for you if you have issues with the tool itself. And I will give you the hosting of OpenAI, in this case, with my account. So you create the GPT for the business, and they pay you a monthly fee for the maintenance and for you and to use, of course, OpenAI service. Of course, they can do it themselves, but some businesses, they just don't want to go through the hassle of setting up everything and having the account and then giving you the access. And if something doesn't work, then you have to get access as well. It's easier for some businesses to pay an extra just to don't think about that. And I'm telling you, this is something every business does because they don't want to waste time on tools. They just want to grow their business. And this is the key aspect that you come in. So providing value to a business. This is the only business plan that will always work from now up to 10, 15 years, providing value to businesses. Don't be too attached to tools. Don't get overwhelmed with all these bot press, voice flow, and stack AI and this and that. Just focus, do one thing, do it good, and keep growing and keep building on top of that. So you have Zapier that now helps you creating chatbots. You can do that. So now it's super accessible for anyone. I showed you how easy it is. You have OpenAI to create GPTs, and you can see how easy it is. And in the future, it will be easier and easier. So again, the only thing that makes you different, and that is the knowledge. And that is something you need to understand today. With that said, let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to go in depth into this Zapier tool, let me know. I can make another video and go in depth into triggers, to actions, to database, whatever, so I can show you how that works as well. For now, thank you very much for watching. Next week, I'll probably start doing the live streams here on the channel. So if you didn't subscribe to the channel, check out my free Discord below. No upsells, nothing. I'm not going to ask you anything. Just click on the link below, join my Discord, and maybe connect with like-minded people. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video.